Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and today I would love to review this gorgeous wig for you, which is called Elizabeth by Jon Renau in the color shaded Praline. If you want to know what special features she has, and she has a lot of them, how the color is composed, how the cap looks from the inside, and how I like her, then stick around and let's get started. Isn't she just absolutely fabulous? You can probably tell I'm totally in love with this style. It's been a while since I've reviewed a Jon Renau style, and I've had some in the past, but I will definitely be getting more in the future now that my favorite online wig shop in Germany, perücken.de, also carries Jon Renau, and of course that's where I bought this. I was looking for something new for the winter and I went for a little darker shade than usual, and that's why I chose Shaded Praline, which I think is absolutely beautiful, and I've heard it's one of their best-selling colors. And I must say, this style here absolutely reminds me of my favorite style of all times, which has turned out to be Upstage by Raquel Welch. And I think this one here looks just like Upstage straight out of the box. My Upstage doesn't look like this anymore. I still love her to death and wear her a lot, but since I've treated her with heat many times, she looks a little different. She's not that full and flippy and rounded, but a little straighter, but I still love her a lot. But I remember when she arrived, she looked just like this, and I think these styles are so alike, and that is probably the reason why I love this one here so much. Now she has all the bells and whistles you can wish for except one, but we'll come to that in a minute. Like I said, I'm over the moon, and I've actually worn her a lot. I think at least 8 times. This is not straight out of the box, so I can really tell you something about how she wears, and she wears beautifully and still looks like straight out of the box. The fibers are still incredibly smooth. You don't see any wear at the ends. It's just amazing, and it's such a gorgeous style. It's a mid-length bob, I would say. She has the perfect length. She's not really long, but not short either. Just in the middle, and it is that sweet spot length for me. She braces your shoulders just a tiny little bit, but not so much that there's a lot of friction, which isn't good for the fibers, of course. And I wouldn't call this a wavy style, but she has just a lot of body and movement and big waves, and she's very rounded and has flippy ends just the way I love them. And you can wear them flip out or inwards like this or whatever, however you like. And I really didn't do anything to her. I think she even had that lift straight out of the box. It might be possible I gave her a little bit more lift with the hairdryer. I don't remember. But other than that, I really haven't changed a thing. And speaking about the special features, this one almost has it all, but just almost. Because it doesn't have an extended lace front, and you're probably thinking, what? And I'm still raving about it. Yes, because the lace front is done so well, you really can see where the lace front ends, and the seams are done extremely well. And she also doesn't have an ear-to-ear lace, although the rest of the cap is fully hand-tied. I mean, completely, without any sewn-in wefts at all. But she has regular ear tabs. Now that's what differs from the, for example, Beltress fully hand-tied caps, since they have an ear-to-ear lace and are also completely hand-tied without one singular weft that is sewn in. And there's also a line by Jon Renau that has that, which is called the Light line. It's L-I-T-E. And Elizabeth isn't part of that line, but maybe someday there will be an Elizabeth Light, who knows? But nevertheless, I absolutely love it. And like I said, the special features are extremely well done. Now it has a lace front, a full mono top, which means you can part her wherever you like. And the rest of the cap is completely hand-tied, no wefts at all. And it's so well done. Let me show you this from up close. Now, look at that hairline. Isn't this just beautiful? I love the highlights they brought up here to the hairline, but it's not a thick band. I think it's done really well. The density is perfect. It doesn't look like a stick straight line. I think it's done so well here. And here is the seam between the lace and the cap, and I think it's done so well, you really can't see it. And also the mono top is done beautifully. You can see through to my scalp without plucking. It really looks like this straight out of the box. I just removed the zigzag part and that's it. And like I said, it feels absolutely amazing. Alright, now let's have a look at it from all sides, and after that, of course, also outside in natural daylight. So, how do you like Elizabeth? Has she been on your radar, or did she just make your wish list? I must say she was on top of my Jon Renau wish list for several reasons. One for being fully hand-tied, and the other reason for being a heat-friendly style, which isn't something Jon Renau has a lot of, unfortunately. Now, the cap really fits great. I would say it fits true to average. Although it is hand-tied, it doesn't feel tight at all. And I think it has a little stretch, not too much, but I think this would also fit if you have a little larger head circumference, possibly up to 23 inches. I can't say that for sure, you would have to try, but it definitely doesn't feel snug, and I didn't do anything with the adjusters. This is just the way she came. And it is just a very comfortable cap. And talking about it, I would say let's have a look at that gorgeous cap from the inside. So here's the cap from the inside. Here you can see that beautiful lace front that is not extended. Here's the typical seam between the lace and the monofilament top, which is pretty big. Then she has felt-covered ear tabs with the metal stays inside. And here you can see that all the rest of the cap is completely hand-tied, not one weft sewn in, and she's a little stretchy too. She has an extended nape and adjustable straps with Velcro. So all in all, this is a very luxurious, very well-made cap. Now, like I said, the fibers are heat-defined, which is something unfortunately Jon Renau has not too many styles of, and I wish they would do more. And the fibers really don't feel like heat-defined fibers at all. They actually feel like regular synthetic. I haven't tried heat on them yet, since it's not been necessary yet, but I think they should react to heat well. And they are absolutely incredibly smooth. Just as smooth as belt dress fibers, to be honest, and not dry or something at all. They just feel amazing, and like I said, I've worn it a lot of times, and the ends are still fabulous, no frizz at all. It's just great. And of course, you don't have that shine that most of the regular synthetic styles have, and as you know, I love and prefer heat-defined fibers, and these Jon Renau heat-defined fibers are really incredible. I mean, I had heat-defined styles before, but I really didn't think about that. And it's been a while, like I said, since I had my last Jon Renau style, but I will probably be showing you more in the future. Now, is there any permatease? Actually, no. Since this is completely hand-tied, there is absolutely no permatease palpable whatsoever. Maybe just here on the ear tabs, but it's not really worth talking about. I mean, it could be the tiniest amount on the sides, but other than that, there's just no permatease. But nevertheless, you can get volume if you like. You can zhuzh her up if you like, or sleek her down just as you like. This is just like she comes straight out of the box. Like I said, I really didn't do anything to her, and I just love the way she looks. Okay, now let's have a look at that beautiful blonde outside in natural daylight. It's called Shaded Praline and has the color code 12FS8, and I've been told that it's one of their best-selling colors of all time. And I do understand why. It's a really lovely golden blonde, a little darker but with lots of highlights. It's just an absolutely beautiful color. Now, Jon Renau describes the color as a medium natural gold blonde, a light gold blonde, and a pale natural blonde blend shaded with dark brown. Now, if we have a look at the color codes, there really aren't a lot of colors in that code. There is the 12F, which means that it's a rooted color, and it's darker at the nape. That's what I read, and it's a highlighted color. And the 12 is a light golden brown, so there's no blonde in that color code. And the 8, which is the root color, is a light chestnut brown. Now, judging by the Jon Renau color code, this doesn't even go as a blonde, but to me it's definitely a blonde. It's a darker blonde, but it's still a blonde, and it has a lot of beautiful highlights. I have no idea what the highlight colors are or what kind of blondes they have mixed in. There's probably a honey blonde in there, some sandy blonde or champagne blonde, I don't know, and I don't want to guess, so we'll just leave it like that and call it just a beautiful golden blonde. Alright, that was my review of Elizabeth. I hope you liked it and it's helpful. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to my channel so you won't miss my future videos, and there's a new one coming out each Friday. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below and I will gladly reply. Now, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you're well, stay that way, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and I forgot the microphone again. And I must say, this style here, absolutely, definitely, if you like Elizabeth, you should check out my review of Upstage, which is a sister style definitely, or you might also like this one here, or you just switch them both.